5-minute mental reset changed everything for me.
Hey there, welcome back to The Journey. This is Brandon DeVere. Thank you as always for tuning in and sharing your time with me. I do appreciate that. Today, I want to go pretty quickly on this because I want to talk about something that most of us have already heard about, getting better and as we're trying to better ourselves and all this stuff. And it's meditation. But the challenge is meditation is really hard. Like I've done yoga a couple times and have been able to get that thinking of nothing very rarely. It's very difficult. And someone asked me about meditation a few years ago, and I was like, well, I don't really meditate, but I do this thing. And I didn't really consider it meditation, but until then, when I could really understand what I was doing. And so I just want to break that down for you guys real quickly. You can try it, see if it works for you. You can try the same room, you can try the different, you'll understand what that means here in a second, but you can create your own space and figure out how to do it. So if you've ever seen the movie Inception, and I think that this is where I got it from, I still don't know. I think it's a combination of Inception and then there's another, Shutter Island maybe it is, like a combination of those two. They're both Leonardo DiCaprio movies, so I don't know why. I enjoy his movies, but I'm not like a huge Leo fan, but this is kind of where it came from. And so what I would do is, and what I still do to this day, is close my eyes, start breathing, whatever, and I'll walk you guys through this, but and explain how it is. But it's kind of like if you've seen Inception, where they go in and there's the architect that they have that goes in the mind and they create the what the world is, and you can see them shifting. The city is folding over itself as the architect is creating all this stuff, and you have to have your little spinny thing or something that that you're not in the dream. So you're going into a dream, and sometimes into somebody else's dream, and then it gets further down. But in Inception, I kind of took this practice. I don't know where it came from. I'm not saying I came up with it. It probably came from somewhere. I just don't remember. But anyways, I created a room, and I'll walk you through right now what it is that I do in that room that ends up giving, I guess, meditation, kind of giving peace or whatever. But it's not terribly difficult. I try to focus on breath work doing it, but at the same time, that's not how I started it, but I was still getting benefits from it. So that's why I wanted to share with you, because it's very, I call it a hack, but it's something you can do fairly easily that will give you the opportunity to kind of give yourself some relief and stuff like that. So I'll kind of close my eyes and go through this as well. Anyway, so I walk into this room, and this room it's like a hotel room, right? So I envision myself opening it up from the hallway. I walk in, and it's it's not a motel type hotel. It's where you have an indoor hallway. You walk in, and it's actually on a cliff. And so I walk in, and I look to the right, and usually everything is in the exact same spot. And again, you can create this the same way, or you can do your own version of whatever it is. But I look over to the right, and on the wall, there's a painting. It's kind of out of focus. I'm not really sure what it is. But I look down, and there's the bed right there. Over to the left, there's kind of a nightstand, and kind of right in front of the door, sort of the door in front of the window, but not directly in front of the window, if that makes sense. It's just slightly off centered from the window, so that you can actually reach the window. So I look back over the bed, and on the bed there's a briefcase, and so I take all the stuff that's bothering me, and I grab, in my mind, I physically see it. I'm grabbing it from the tables and putting it in, hey, I had a stressful day at work. I take that and imagine that as something physical. So each item is a physical piece that I'm putting into this suitcase. And so as I continue, I fill the suitcase up with everything that I needed to get off my chest, get out, that I don't want to feel the burden of anymore. At least for that day, because there'll be times where I'm putting the same stuff in it the next time I do it. So I go in, imagine whatever. It could be a bad client. It could be, something nagging at you, maybe you were at your kid's sporting event, or even coach your kid's sporting event, and you said something that you wish you wouldn't have. I do that all the time. I'll say something, go, I probably should have shut up, and then I overthink it like crazy when a bunch of other people didn't think anything of it. But I go in there, take those things, just think of anything that might be weighing on your mind that you're ready to just release, and then put it in to that suitcase, the briefcase, and then zip it up or close it, however you do it. You can either zip it, or you can just, with the clips, and then I walk that over to the window and I toss it off. And I toss it off, and it's on the cliff, like I said. So this is where I think it's from. This one is actually from either Shutter Island. It might be both, but there's a cliff where I throw it out, and it's like the ocean. Waves are going in and out, and I see the briefcase hit, you know, kind of submerges slightly, pops back up, and then it just slowly works with the waves. I can slowly see it and watch it go until it's in the distance, and I no longer am thinking about the things that I put in there. So hopefully that is something that can help you. That's just something that, like, even from that I got a little bit of relief. Although it was kind of weird because I was aware that I had a camera on me doing it, but that is something that I think that you might be able to benefit from and see if it helps you. I'd love to hear if you do try it out. I would love to hear, you know, how you did it, as you, the architect, building your own little room. Was it a room? Was it a tent? Was it what? I don't know. Maybe you're on the like Mount Everest or something, or maybe you're burying it in the ground or whatever. Maybe you shoot it off in a rocket into space. I don't know. But whatever you do decide to do, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear if it helped you at all. I'd love to hear if you shared it with anybody else to see if it worked for them. So hopefully that helps a little bit. But that's something that I do that I think is can be helpful, and hopefully it helps you as well. So I will leave you on that one, and see you on the next one. Have a good one.